deserves to have one more match, if anything, to have a point of solidification reached in his career. We have to give that to Sting. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt. And one thing that we have to believe is that we have not seen the last of Sting. I don't know about the millions of you probably listening to videos like this on YouTube, but I believe that we have not seen the last of Sting. And maybe that has a lot to do with me being the biggest Sting fan in the world. You can shoot me if you want. You can criticize me all you want, but I still believe in my heart that we will see Sting wrestle again at one point or another in professional wrestling. It's just a matter, if not that, for them to come up with something for Sting to do, and they will do that. Regardless if it's a GM role, an announcing role, something to do with the network, they will have something for Sting to do that will change the course of professional wrestling and the way we've looked at it for years, ways that have proceeded this one. Definitely there's something big for Sting to do in the future, and I don't believe for 1 minute that we should be drawing our own conclusions saying that because of a neck injury Sting is retired. I'm tired of hearing people saying this. Radio show hosts, columnists are getting on my nerves because they're all saying the same thing. Sting is done. Sting is done. Sting's years are well behind him. It's time for Sting to give up. I don't believe that just because of a Hall of Fame induction and so many people that definitely have come before Sting to wrestle after their retirements. I don't think for 1 minute that we've seen the last of Sting, and you shouldn't think that either, because I really believe that Sting still has just as much of an opportunity he did when he debuted with WWE and he had that match with Triple H. The way that it went, the way they treated Sting was ridiculous, so why should I buy into the idea that Sting is done? We still have just as much of a chance of seeing Sting versus The Undertaker as we did 2 years ago when Sting first arrived, when he shocked the world and changed the direction of professional wrestling and the industry, shaking the complexion of it and really shaping it for the future. And I don't think for 1 minute that we've seen the last of Sting, and I'd like to believe that I can get away with having said everything that I have with these last 15 minutes here on this show. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it up to you. Tell me what you think in the comments of this video blog on my channel. You can subscribe to it if you haven't already, by the way, at Jonathan Clarke 22. Hit the subscribe button at the top of my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1, and you can get in touch with me on my Facebook page and Google Plus at HEW Entertainment, and let me know what you think of issues like Sting and all this revolving around his retirement. I've grown tired of people drawing their own conclusions about this, and if there's anyone on the internet who believes we haven't seen the last of Sting, it's the biggest fan of Sting that you can hear these days on YouTube, and that's yours truly, Jonathan Clarke. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, by the way, if you haven't already figured it out, and I will talk to you again next week. Like what you hear? Tell us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Don't go anywhere. HEW Entertainment Radio will return with the latest news, music, interviews, discussion, and Jonathan Clarke next.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniel's rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name is Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get taller, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thank you.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
You have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters, plus special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not a real athlete. I'm just a wrestler. I'm 6'10", 328 pounds.
I won boxing's Golden Gloves 3 years in a row.
I was a national champion at the University of Miami. My jersey was retired at Florida State.
I was the ultimate fighting champion.
When you step through those ropes, bad things do happen.
Had over 200 stitches.
I've suffered a dozen concussions.
Broken bones.
I've separated shoulders.
Damn near broke my neck. had blown out knees.
But I still got up.
This is who I am.
This is what I do. I'm not really an athlete.
This isn't real. Try lacing my boots.
Every day I train. Thousands of hours of practice.
Injuries can happen.